All right. I'd say it's time to remember where we left off, but I vaguely remember what I did last. There's been a big rework to the fort. The walls are now entirely of stone. The garden is significantly bigger. My first crop is still growing in the fields. The walls are not overly high at the parts where the ground gets highest, but it should work. So let's take a look around, and I was quite tired by the time I finished building it, so I want to make sure that the structural integrity of it is all good. Most of these are on the ground, so they are good. And everything's still green, so that is good. Looks like we have quite a few piggies. So we've got 4 adult boars and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piggies. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I think that's a pretty good, because that'll be 10 adult boars, so when we need more meat, that'll be good. Now that I notice that those wooden bits kind of overhang there, that bugs me a bit. I'm gonna have to get some wood and put some framing around the top. Yeah, so it's green everywhere, which means we could probably actually get the walls higher. Hey Michael, how's it going? 44 there. That seems a wee bit chilly. Uh, it's been just around the freezing point today. But it is certainly, the snow's coming down quite heavily right now. Could just leave that rock there, but we'll just take the stone. You want to fight? I am totally willing to fight you. That was the easiest deer hunt I've ever gone on. Have a deer just run directly into me and stab him in the face. Sorry, you thought my brother something new? So I am not sure. I haven't talked to Juan this weekend yet. He should be on in a little bit here. That'll be the first time I talk to him this weekend. Do I want that rock to stay there? Actually, I should do is go around and get grass back at the places I want grass. Right now everything's really looking very, well, dirty. So I get the grass back. Did you know you don't need your uvula to survive? I mean, I would be surprised if you needed it to survive, because um, like it does help with basically keeping liquid keep what is it? Keeps moisture from condensing from your nose and going down your throat. Is that what it does? I don't remember. I know it's the dangly bit in the back of your throat. I don't honestly remember what it does. This has never been a critical component of my day-to-day life, knowing what my uvula does. Oh, get back here. Nope, through too shallow. And my stamina is down. Ah. So close. Oh, through too low. There, got it. Seems like every time I kill a deer, the forest seems to be very upset about it. Maybe this flamingo attacks me. They're just really, really upset about me killing their deer. So, okay, so you don't have a dangly bit in the back of your throat. That is interesting. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm sure it serves a perfectly good function, but I've never, like, I can't imagine someone really suffering much for not having one. Hey, do you mind? Don't be bugging my boars. Alright. Not looking good. I don't think I can jump over that. Oh, I can probably totally run up this to get back in. Haha. Take that. Now, is the fact that your uvula's been removed something that you've known for a long time, or is this just something you've recently discovered? Oh, that's a bit further than I wanted to go, because that's going to affect my farm. Okay, so that's all everything up here, nice and grassified. Now let's get back to... Okay, so yeah, so you've known for a while. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never really... So do you notice, like, is this one of those things of, do you have any idea of this having affected your life at all? Or is it just one of those things where, yep, you don't have one and you never really notice that? Basically, it never becomes a problem. Because like I said, I can't imagine it being a problem, but I also am not missing mine. I hear vague Shep-related noises.
Yeah, I was still on voice activated. And I have friends over tonight, and they're noisy.
Yep. As is their way.
I was like, I say friends plural, but it's really just one friend.
Is it just Jax being like, hey, love me?
I mean, yes, partly. We have an Aussie as well.
Okay.
Aussie is staying the weekend with us while Mum gets ultrasound thingies.
That makes sense. Now I think I'm going to grassify this all over here as well.
If it was just Jax, I wouldn't be worried, but I'm sure you can faintly hear. He stops it every time I turn it on, but he has a fish. It's very exciting.
Now, I don't want the pigs to have grass in their pen. Not because I'm some sort of cruel monster who doesn't think pigs deserve grass.
No grass for pig, no.
But because it actually can make them very difficult to figure out where the pigs actually are when they're hidden in the grass. Besides, stereotypical like pigs from like movies and TV shows always have to be in like muddy pens.
Yeah, pigs like mud. That's how that works, right?
So pigs do like mud. Pigs also really don't like living entirely in mud.
I thought pigs the mud was more like pig sunscreen.
To some extent, yes. But basically what it comes down to is pigs clean themselves using mud, like a lot of different animals do.
Oh, that's fair.
So if you don't give them access to mud, you're robbing their ability to clean themselves. But also, if you give pigs mud, that's not clean, because it like pigs don't mind being dirty. What pigs don't want to be is like covered in like feces or whatever.
I was about to say, like, this is fair. Like, I like taking a bath, but I don't want to spend all my time in a bathtub.
Yep. But yeah, like so sometimes they leave pigs in their mud, but they don't ever clean the mud, so the pigs do not enjoy the mud. Somehow it's the pig's fault. It's always the pig's fault. So wait a minute, I can build stone. Yes, that is correct. I forgot about that. Alright. Renovation coming in for the longhouse.
So on a slightly different topic, and this is probably a thing that people know and I've just discovered and I feel amazing. Because it was cold. I came home and I was like, I really want hot chocolate. And like, if I wasn't lazy, I would take the time to make like proper hot chocolate with cocoa, blah, blah, blah. But I'm lazy. I have instant cocoa. It's adequate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
However, I also have Earl Grey tea, which in my opinion must be drank with cream. So I do have some cream today. And I was like, oh, what the heck? And I like poured a bit of cream in my hot chocolate and this has made it so much better.
I believe it.
It also has whipped cream on top because I have a dog. And there's whipped cream in my house. You can't have that. Get out of here.
Okay, brain. What did I do with the bits and pieces of the wood cutting bench? Unfortunately, my brain's not helping on this.
It's funny.
Sorry, funny. What's funny?
How our brains fail us.
Yep.
All the time.
Like
Full
you can
potato.
trick your brain to do stuff that's like, what?
Okay, so I need iron. It makes sense that I would put the iron in the chest with the other iron. I don't know for sure because there's a lot of iron in there.
There's a lot of iron.
So, all right, let's just toss this any old place for right now.
Michael, you're telling him all about your uvula?
Yes, yes, he is. I want this to snap to centered, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it do that.
Maybe remove more floor on the side.
No, the problem right now is it was willing to snap to either side, but either side is not going to be centered. I could just freeform
That's why
place it.
you remove it, and then it might snap to that pole.
The whole thing is though it doesn't have a center point snap,
Oh, right.
so I could freeform it.
That's probably your best bet.
Oh, and I
Way
need
off
more
to
wood.
one side.
Is it actually?
No,
Yeah, you're being an ass. That's what.
it is slightly off side, but
No, I'll show you
very,
slightly offside.
very slightly. Use a flashlight to see how slight.
Oh.
Okay, I can see a tiny. Well,
I feel like that's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough.
it's maybe a millimeter off.
Like it's if
It
you look
looks
at the
good.
floorboards, like the floorboards on the one side are dead on, and the
Yeah.
other side are off by a bit. Yep,
Yep. Close enough.
close enough for the girls I go with.
Someone's gonna fight you.
I am currently not being heard, so I'm fine. I'm currently safe.
What are we doing? I can't be around for a long time. I've got way too much stuff to do. But what could I
Yeah,
go
that's all right.
collect?
I mean, you should go explore the grounds.
The grounds?
Yep.
No, I should not.
Why should you not?
I don't want to die.
No, just like the the area right around the house here.
Oh, around the house.
Yep.
Why?
Just the,
Oh,
the courtyard.
You have done a lot of changing of. Oh, a lot of rocks. A lot of rock.
Yeah. I got very busy with doing some improvements with
Big garden.
stone.
Beehive.
Garden has gone way bigger. The beehives is slightly bigger and definitely a lot more usable.
Yeah, good place to shoot arrows from the top.
I want to improve that more yet, but right now that the way it is works fine.
Yeah, very nice garden. Somebody's left some awkward rocks in the way. Oh, I see how the pig fence is just down. Okay, that's kind of neat. Cool. feel like our longhouse is now undersized compared to the rest of our yard.
The longhouse will need a upgrade at some point. Probably bring it up to being 2 floors. Do a stone first floor and then do a wooden building on top of that. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
The carrots are done.
Turnips are done.
Yeah. Everything basically just farms out sort of at the same rate. Carrots and turnips are always done at the same time. When I started the stream, these were not ready yet.
So we're still looking for more iron and probably tin.
I don't know if we're really looking for tin currently. We might be. Tin should be easy to find. And Shep brought a lot of the iron back at the end of... Basically, while I was building all the stone walls, Shep brought back iron. Michael's asking if you are going to try Twitch.
I don't know, I might.
Does it...
Definitely not on a regular... I would have to have time off to try Twitch.
Yeah. Does it make you twitch when people ask you if you want to try Twitch?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I have to admit, I feel like one of the problems I have with Twitch is I do think that they are undercutting their value, I guess. They are basically they're trying to grow in a way that is unsustainable, and it is, I think it is already backfiring on them. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, like Twitch does what Twitch does perfectly fine, but I do feel like it is also kind of hard to build a community on Twitch.
It is. Problem I have with Twitch is if I go and start streaming farming sim there's 100 other people doing the same thing.
Yeah, but also people who are going to Twitch are looking for that, so...
They're looking for the game. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, I certainly can't tell if, like, yes, this would be a great idea or be a terrible idea, but... Okay. Time to replant the garden, so that way we can just have an overflow of carrots and turnips. Although half the carrots and turnips are going to go right back into the
that
garden.
was a good idea. Run away from the troll right into another troll.
That sounds like a plan.
Now you just need to pull a Gandalf and like insult one troll by using the other troll's voice.
Yes, yes.
It would be
As you
pretty
can hear,
amazing
there's
if you could
trolls in
get
my
trolls
house.
to fight other trolls.
Yeah, if they just aggroed on everything.
Well, not even that, but imagine if you got one troll to accidentally, when it swung, if it accidentally hit another troll, that they would then fight each other. So you'd have to put effort into it, but you get the two trolls close together and one of them takes a swing and hits the other, suddenly they'll just go after each other instead. Because one of the things where it makes it more, it doesn't make it as clear cut as, oh yeah, if you could, like if you're fighting a troll and it
hello,
sucks,
Wraith.
just go fight another troll. It's not as
Hey,
simple
Wraith,
as that.
why don't you fight that troll?
The Wraith probably should, actually. Because
That is 100% why I'm sitting in a crypt right now.
Like that's the thing I've always loved about the forest is the fact that the NPC, like the enemies, are not just they will always do this. Sometimes they will watch you, sometimes they'll attack, sometimes they will attack you and then realize this is not a good fight for them and they'll run away. Sometimes they'll kind of throw a quick attack your way and seeing that you resist, they'll run away and get support. And I just love that where it's like, what's the enemy gonna throw at you? Well, I guess you gotta wait and find out.
Do you remember that time we watched a bull man fight a shark
Yes, very
and he
unsuccessfully.
drowned?
Yep.
That was kind of hilarious. I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, I would definitely be using my gamer tag on Twitch. I mean, realistically, I'd be using my gamer tag on YouTube, except for it seems kind of pointless.
I was about to say laughs in gamer tag.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that Juan's name's already out there, they'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll use my gamer tag. But since Juan already goes by his name,
Yeah,
it seems
I've kind of
pointless.
made my bed there, so.
Yep.
Oh, look,
So-
it's Milo girl. Hi, Milo.
How's it going?
Now, do you like the cute mini pretzel because it is a pretzel or because it is cute and mini?
Porque no los dos.
I'm actually a little
I
sad
also
that
apologize to anybody who speaks Spanish. I am so sorry.
I'm a little sad that games like Little Big Workshop aren't multiplayer. Because would it be better multiplayer? Not really, but it'd still just be fun. Like the same at some point we have to play Parkitect. It's going to be an absolute mess because you share all your resources. You are running one park together.
Pretty much one person has to be in charge.
What the hell is a wounded Grey Dwarf doing inside my walls?
It's a good place to hide.
Like-
Enemy of my enemy is a place to hide.
Because there's like a Grey Dwarf with like almost no health, just like comes wandering up to me in my garden, and I'm like, how did you get in here? What have you been fighting? All right, planted. I have, after planting the garden, I have 8 carrot seeds left and no turnip seeds. Big garden is big.
Big garden is big.
Bloody heck. How many
Ooh,
trolls can
there's
I
a lot
run
going
into?
on in here. Why? What
That's
was that?
twitchy as heck. That looks bizarre.
I may die. Oh, shoot. Mourn me when I'm dead.
All right.
I'm making so many bad choices. And I think one of those tree ant things are behind me?
Oh,
Abominations?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. That's my choice.
Mm.
Although I might have lost it. I don't know. I don't see it. Like, I don't hear it anymore. I should phrase that better. I was like, oh, it's a good time to leave the crypt. And all of a sudden I heard this weird rattling running. I did not actually see what it was. I don't want to know.
Tell Milo about the mini micro,
Oh, the mini eggs?
mini micro egg.
Yes, mini eggs are for sale.
Mini eggs are for sale.
You know the mini... You can...
Oh, the Cadbury eggs?
Yeah, the mini
Yeah.
Cadbury eggs. They also have micro mini Cadbury eggs.
I don't know how I feel.
Jess
Say-
almost bought them just for the sake of
Like just
Milo
randomness.
girl.
mini
just
Cadbury eggs.
Take a picture, share it with Milo Girl, Micro Mini.
Who did this?
Just shared, Elaine.
I mean, I feel like it should definitely be mentioned that today we were out of town. And we were stopping past a Home Hardware, and it was called Shepherd's Home Hardware, and I laughed.
Ah, yes. I've been to Shepherd's Home Hardware.
I assume for delivery.
Yep.
Yeah, so that is where we were for today. It's been an interesting week for me.
Oh, son of a.
On Monday, I went up to Kelowna and did. Wait, damn it! I need to go back home because what did I just see run past me when I teleported out?
Chaos.
Yeah. So on Monday, I went to Kelowna to help teach swords. On Tuesday, I taught swords in town, and then I did nothing sword related on Wednesday, unless playing tabletop role playing games is sword related. It could be, depending on how you're playing. And then on Thursday, I basically did SCA swords. And then on Friday, I went back to Kelowna to take a sword class. And then on Saturday, today, we went up to Armstrong for more swords. So, it's been a week.
A little bit. I was mentioning to Murdoch that I was starting to kind of feel like the burn in my thighs from just like drills.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, well, you know, that shouldn't be." And I was like, "We don't do footwork drills as intensely." He's like, "Well, we
No,
do an
this is the
Ascalon." I'm like,
wrong
"Ah,
tool.
yes, but."
Yep.
When I go to Ascalon, I'm hanging out with Madiri.
Yep. Not a lot of the footwork drills going on with Ndiri.
Yeah. I mean, I would at some point, I would probably like to join. Part of it's just pricing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think Madeira likes having someone to hang out with.
Mm-hmm. I am quite certain that that is the truth.
And frankly, then I get to stand there and make, you know, unsolicited judgments. They're usually good judgments, but...
So everything's best unsolicited. That's probably not true. It's probably like demonstrably not true.
I definitely... I was having a moment because I was fighting Regan. And Regan, because they're so new, I was like, I'm going to give you advice. I don't know how helpful this is going to be.
Yeah.
It was very much slow work because I was like, well, I could beat you very, very easily, but I struggle fighting new people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I've verged more into not being a jerk. But I also feel like I need to be a little bit of a jerk, but where's the line?
Yeah, you're fighting someone that. How are you going to learn if you don't learn how to fight hard? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like, it is always one of those things of, and I think this is like when you are more experienced, it becomes a lot easier to kind of tailor the way that you're fighting to the person you're fighting. Like I would at least like to think that most of the time I give people a challenging fight without being overwhelming.
I would agree with that as someone who
Oh,
has fought you.
occasionally I've been like, no, I'm working on a thing, and I am just going to work on the thing as hard as I can. Which means if this thing works particularly well against you, I'm just going to beat you like you're a baby seal. I apologize, but well,
Yeah,
I'm not actually going to.
it's not wrong.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
but not sorry. I'm working on a thing. I'm doing stuff.
Well, and the thing is, like, I fought Alistair. I was Alistair's first fight, I believe. I can't remember. And then after that, Alistair successfully got better. There was ignore the trolls in the background. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can hear them.
Yes, can
There's a
definitely
war
hear you, but-
going on there.
Yeah, hard play. Regan is a lot more hesitant and doesn't move as much. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could walk circles around you, but
I'm not sure what Jess is doing that is causing damage to the stone hearth.
I'm just using cauldron.
Just using the cauldron.
Yeah.
So obviously there's
Okay.
an issue with that setup.
Because if I... Yeah, so it's too far to use as is. If I use it, it doesn't start damaging. Jess, if you just try quickly using it again, we'll just see if the damage starts up again. Yep, immediately starts up. Okay, I think the best course of action is to take the cauldron down and then put it back up on the corner so that hopefully it will not give you the too far away message. Okay, let's see what happens if you try to use the cauldron now. Yeah, that seems better. So basically we can only access the cauldron from one side, but that's worth sorry. That is worth it because we can actually access the cauldron from one side. As before it was not really the case.
I feel like I have an okay filter. I definitely slip up.
I
But
have
I also
very good filter.
I also tend to like substitute words. So sometimes my cuss words get fun.
I like my filter is back enough that I am not too worried about it. I do occasionally drop my filter when I did not mean to.
I think I've accidentally swore once in the last year on a video. Like, when I swear, I actually thought about it before I've said it, 99% of the time.
I was at work yesterday. It was an experience yesterday, and we'll leave it at that. There's definitely a point where my brain, because I know I can't swear at work, just went like super casual, fragilistic espialidocious, and I was like, oh thanks, that's useful. That's longer than anything I was going to say. So
And thanks to the fact that I'm very good at filtering my self, when I send my boss, so-and-so can go fuck themselves, the boss
Your
has
boss goes,
full attention immediately. First response, calling so-and-so now.
yeah.
Immediate attention. It's like, okay.
Yeah, so I remember one time basically it was just I gave the general manager some attitude, and the general manager's reaction to that was to basically walk down to my boss and basically be like, so what the hell is going on? Because I have never ever gotten attitude from him, so something is wrong. Basically, me giving attitude was immediately a case of, oh, we need to fix something because we don't want this to
we
turn
have
into.
done messed up.
Yeah. Basically, if James is giving attitude, then he basically something's gone wrong.
Well, I know one word that my boss should never hear from me. If I say, hey, I'm going to go quit,
Yeah.
guess what? bridges are burnt down. It's fucked. We're done.
Yep.
I'm not one of those person that says that lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I know it surprised the hell out of my boss when I quit the last job. It's like, wait, what? You were serious? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of ran into a similar case when I left the dealership, where I'm basically like, okay, I'm quitting, and I basically just told them like, you should start looking for my replacement. And their immediate response was, oh well, we'll have your replacement here by like tomorrow, blah blah, all of that. And then I'm like, okay, yep, cool, whatever. Basically I'm like, as soon as you got my replacement, just let me know, and we'll sort out my exit. And immediately started looking. And then, like, basically that dragged on for a month where they couldn't find my replacement. And then they were like, all right, maybe we just ignore this. So then just completely ignored it. It was just as if it wasn't happening at all. And that went for almost a year. Like, basically, I guess that went for 8 months. And then I'm like, okay, sweet. I've got my exit plan. And I'm like, well, they're obviously not going to do anything because I'm still here.
I'm still employed.
Yeah, they've been trying to hire and literally have got no one. So obviously I can't wait on them to find my replacement. I've got my exit plan, so I went, okay. And I gave them 3 months notice. And yeah, there was right back to, oh, we're disappointed in you. And it's like, I told you 8 months ago exactly what I was going to do. During that time, like, don't give me that attitude. You didn't even come try to fix it. At that point where I told you I'm quitting, it was probably too late to fix. But
Yep.
it's not like you tried.
You didn't even make an attempt. Yep.
So don't give me the, yeah, okay, you're used to people saying they're going to quit and then not actually
quitting.
meaning
Yep.
it. But I told you the score. I'm leaving now. Good luck.
I mean, my last job, and like, I liked my last job. I enjoyed it a great deal, but they couldn't give me hours. I gave them 3 weeks, and they were really salty about that.
I never
That's
like,
"No,
I
I'm
don't
only
get it.
required."
When you give them more than they're required and they're salty about it, and I just like, do you want me to just not give you notice? I
think
don't have to.
Right? I think the biggest problem, and I do understand, was mine was a specialized,
Yeah.
like as specialized as it gets. I don't want to make this sound better than it was, kind of thing. But it was specialized, and they didn't have anyone hired or trained to replace me. And the training should take more than a week. Did it? No.
Yeah.
Because
but
frankly, they never plan for people leaving.
Yes, but that's the entire thing. Like, that's the case of they are not doing their due diligence. But that's the people get mad at you when they failed to plan for the situation. I guess I'll go kill some boars because we have like, we don't need more meat, but we could actually use more meat.
Yeah, I mean, we could use more meat. Does a tree thing sound like a tree just unrooting itself?
Maybe.
I don't.
I can't remember.
I keep hearing this tree unrooting itself. I don't like that.
I remember it was scary as heck.
Can I return?
Okay, let's think about what I'm looking for rather than just bumping into every chest. I mean, realistically, how long is training at my job?
Well, now having said that, being from the manager's side of it, there are some legal issues about retraining someone or training someone new. So you're an employee quitting and you give them time to train someone new, they can't. I mean, they can train somebody new, but you're legally still an employee until you actually gave your exit interview.
I mean, I've never given an exit interview.
Wait, I was about to say, am I still an employee? Huh.
So until you're actually done, till the very last day you're there, you could say, nope, I changed my mind, and you're still an employee. You haven't actually officially quit. Giving a notice is not actually quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Until you've worked your last day, you could change your mind. So as far as training you goes, why would you put all this time and effort into training someone when that person might not actually?
Well, the whole thing is like with my job, that's really not a problem because it'd be like accidentally having one too many cashiers. It's not really a problem.
Yes.
As well as the case of you can also just like they would have been completely within their rights to go, oh well, you know what, you decide that you're sticking around, but we disagree and we are firing you for X reason. They do, like, they would be able to do that with my job. But yes, it is a bit more complicated than just someone gave their notice, so they're obviously going to be leaving. It's a possibility they might not. Yeah, that was one of my coworkers basically told me, he's like, the notice, because like when I gave 3 months notice, he's like, what the heck is wrong with you? He's like, the notice that they're gonna get when I leave is they're gonna notice I'm rolling my toolbox out the door.
I definitely, there is a former coworker who for a couple days was coming around to my job, and like he's allowed to come to my job. Work a public facing job. Like,
Yeah.
I was concerned because we have a new manager that he was trying to get back into the store, and I was like, I swear if they rehire him, I'm gone. I'm not noticed nothing. I'm not even showing up to work anymore because like. Which implies he was a bad worker, and in fact, he was a really good one. He just kind of hated everybody, but was like really pleasant about it. And I just don't need to deal with somebody who, you know, can't even remember pronouns.
Oh, I'm full. Why can't I pick anything up? Yeah, sometimes it's just you don't want to work with someone because of their personality. It's like,
That's mostly it. I was like,
we don't jive. We're different.
yeah. This was the gentleman, and like you can have your opinions. I don't care about opinions. But I had quite long hair and I cut it short because where I work gets very warm in the summer. I mean, we live in a desert, so I cut it short for the summer, so I didn't have to worry about clipping it up. And I walked in with my short hair, and he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I thought short hair on women was considered unattractive."
Serious?
I am dead serious. This man is married with children, by the way. I have no interest in attracting him. But yes, that is 100% what he said to me, and I was just like, really?
It's the same thing like when people basically try to be like, oh, you know, in nature, really bright colors is to show that something is poisonous. And it's like, you'll notice that that really bright coloring is to scare off predators. So if you're trying to say that you're being scared off by the really bright colors that people dye their hair, maybe it's working for its intended effect.
I mean, that is 100% why my hair is blue and purple, because not only am I poisonous, but I don't want to deal with predators.
Yeah. As long as like if somebody basically is like, oh, you'd be really attractive if you didn't have like really colorful hair, it's like then maybe that person doesn't want you to find them attractive.
Oh no, how tragic.
Oh, I have iron nails, don't I?
You should.
Mm-hmm. I have one less iron nail than I need, and that's annoying. Whatever, I'll make more.
That's kind of funny.
This is always the way it works.
I'm going to AFK very quickly. Waffles needs his meds.
Illegal.
Right? How dare I make sure my cat's comfortable?
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. No, wrong button. There. No, I apparently did not actually grab the fine wood. I just like looked at it.
There's a difference.
So I've been told.
Lawsuits have been settled on that. That difference.
All right, now, what do we keep in our miscellaneous drawer?
Oh, hi, troll.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Are you okay, troll? Why are you just letting me fight all these gray dwarves here while you're just leaving me alone? You just waiting your turn?
It'd be rude for him to just attack you without warning.
Well, now that I'm attacking him, he's running away.
Why would you attack him? That's so rude.
Poor guy is just running away. Let's mark this on the map, because I can't pick up his money.
You can't pick up his money?
Yeah,
As in you're just carrying too much?
my inventory is full, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, I mark it. I will... I'm almost back to house. Drop my stuff. Go pick up money.
All right.
I just need everyone to know that is the world's most tolerant cat, and he makes sure I know that.
So
Cat, no, the cat's making sure you know that.
Oh yes, very much so.
we have two cats. So okay, so the brother-in-law has a cat that is diabetic and needs to be tested. Testing for a diabetic cat is very much like testing for a diabetic human. It involves basically a little pinprick to get some blood and then test the blood. But before giving it over, because the crafting spirit was assisting in the basically moving the insulin tester from one person to her brother. There was the decision to test our cats. Mary would like to file a complaint for war crimes and cat rights violations. Apparently, she was just like traumatized by this. So first you
Little
get the little pinprick
pinprick.
to
Yeah.
the ear, because that's where you can get past all the fur and all that. And yeah, like she's just not letting you get the tester to actually test the blood to her ear where the blood is, because the last thing you put to her ear, like punched her ear, you're not getting that near me again, sort of deal. Then Pippin, our other cat, did not notice that he was tested.
This
He's just
tracks for both of your
not
cats.
aware. No, just basically sitting there being like, huh? But yeah, that is where it's like, yes, these are the cats that we have. If they behaved any differently, I would be suspicious that they were not our cats. Because this is just how it is. But I just do love it. Where Mary is like, how dare you? And Pippin is like, huh, what did you do?
So when Jimmy Fallon asked the questions of biggest lie you've done or stuff like that, right?
Okay, yeah.
One of the person's answer goes, "I replaced my wife's cat 16 years ago. She still hasn't noticed."
Oh god.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be funny, but that kind of is.
Basically, the cat was just this feral, aggressive cat, so he drove to the next town, dropped off the cat, and got a new replacement cat that wasn't as aggressive. And his wife was just very pleased with his training of the cat, making the cat happier and less feral.
That is glorious.
16 years and I never told her.
Yep.
Oh no.
Did you bring back iron? Is that what
No,
you did? Or
there,
bring copper and tin?
All the iron is
there is no iron there.
gone.
Oh, okay.
So, but there was copper, so I did bring some copper.
Okay. So currently we have we have 93 iron. Do people have preferences what happens with the iron at this point?
I definitely stole some and made a
Eventually, I
sword.
need armor
Yeah.
and mace and a shield and basically everything I have copper. I would like an iron, but no preference on which order. As long as we all have it by the time we fight another boss, I don't care.
Yeah. I feel like the first thing I want to do is I want to replace my pickaxe with an iron one.
Yep, that'd be nice.
I had that thought, and I was like, I'd like something that hits a little harder, so I definitely stole 20 for a sword. When we have enough, I want to make the great axe.
I want a mace when.
Yeah, I basically want to do the equipment that I like wear out. That's like a pain in the butt when it's worn out first.
Yeah.
And then I want to get into weapons and armor.
Well, the nice thing about hypothetically having the iron and the bronze still is take both pickaxes with you.
I mean,
You
I generally don't like to
power.
do that just because I don't like to have the extra weight.
That's fair.
Because that can be problematic because often you need to drop the weight. Alright. Make an iron pickaxe. Ah, that's a lot of iron in a pickaxe. Dang it. Upgrade said iron pickaxe. That's a bunch more iron. Gonna go through so much iron just with one. Just to get an iron pickaxe.
That's okay. We can go into the marsh and fight more.
Yep.
There's probably more marshes somewhere.
Yes, we actually already kind of know where more marshes are anyway.
Alright, let's go back and get some troll gold. I'm not leaving gold on the
So-
ground.
So
So,
who wants some iron pickaxes?
I don't know.
What?
What did you do?
I made 3.
Come and grab one.
I mean, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Was that just accidental?
Yeah, that was just not really thinking about what I was doing.
That's fair.
So I now have a level 3 iron pickaxe and 2 level 1 iron pickaxes.
Take the level 3.
Yeah, I think I want the level 3.
Thank you.
And the level 3 can actually be upgraded to level 4, where the level 3 bronze pickaxe... Oh, the level 3 bronze pickaxe could have been leveled up to level 4. Huh.
I'm still on antler pickaxe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a choice.
No, it's just I haven't been around enough to make anything.
Do you want the iron pickaxe?
I will take.
Excellent. Alright, well, now that I've wasted all of our iron, I guess I'll work on getting more iron.
Yay! Let's go smack things. I mean, what? Probably says a lot about who I am as a human that I spent all day not quite smacking people, but getting smacked. To just do this at night in a different form.
Okay, I'm not going to throw away the bronze pickaxe yet, because it is still a good pickaxe.
I put mine in the miscellaneous chest.
Yep.
In fact, Jess still is on antler too, so.
Yeah,
she
no,
can
the
take
antler's a
bronze.
good thing to stay on just because you can repair it,
Yeah.
but it is nice to move on to iron and bronze and iron eventually. All right, well, I also, yeah. So comfort level 12 means we now get 18 minutes of... No, we
Yeah,
should get
12
more than 18. Am I wrong? I thought 12 should give us more than 18, but I'm pretty sure what I got there was 18. 19. Nope, so I was wrong. We now get 19 minutes of rested bonus. Okay, I'm going to switch my food supply out. Because as much as it is nice to be a vegetarian, it's not quite the food that keeps you safe from enemies basically tearing you apart.
Do you guys know any real life vegetarians?
Yeah, not very well,
My
but yeah.
sister-in-law's sister was vegan until she got pregnant.
Okay. So my question is why? Like I would like, why are you a vegetarian?
The vegetarian I know of is basically vegetarian because they don't like animal cruelty, and most animals are not farmed humanely.
This is true.
And that
Actually,
is
thinking
not
about it, I
incorrect.
do know someone who has a more vegan diet, but it's literally because they have so many intolerances and allergies
Yeah.
that is what works best for them.
Yeah, I do know somebody who is effectively vegan, but it's not like they will eat some meat very rarely. The only reason they don't eat meat more often is because they just can't.
Because I was thinking about some people that are really think they're more special than others by being vegan. It's like, because they don't want to kill a single animal out there. It's like, you
Are we
realize
talking
how
about
many,
the vegan teacher? Because
realize how many animals you kill by being vegan.
Yep.
The amount of foxes and rodents and bugs you have to kill to have your tofu growing.
Well, then, and the entire thing is like you can't live without killing.
It's like
It just
if
literally cannot be. Oh, hey. Yeah, so Shep, there
Yeah.
is a horror near our camp.
I wondered. I could keep hearing it. Do you want me to come
I mean,
help?
I don't think we need to fight it, but it is there.
Oh, can I see? I'm gonna come see it.
Yeah.
Because I just ran away from something that sounded like it was chasing me through the woods. And I run away from things that frighten me because I'm very human and normal.
are you?
No. Both of those are a lie. Everybody knows that.
Knew it. Knew it all along.
Being human and normal is just a lot of work, so no.
I mean, what about being human or normal?
It's a little easier.
That's easier. A lot less work.
Okay, dear, if you're gonna run right into my arms, of course I'm gonna swing my mace.
So I'm assuming it must be daytime because I can still see
Yes.
something.
So, as I think the two of you know, Waffles is home from his vet visit, hence why I need meds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding this really funny because he's a lovely cat, but he's very independent. He's a cat. But apparently everyone has decided they have to hang down at the computer, so he has a nest now under my desk.
I mean, one of my cats just nests where my feet should be pretty regularly. He just thinks that's a cool place to hang out, I guess.
Waffles generally waits till I have like the fuzzy blanket because downstairs is a little cooler than upstairs. I don't need one tonight, so I have improvised so that he can have a little bed.
No.
I think mostly he's just annoyed because I won't let him go outside while he's still stoned.
Yep. How dare you impinge upon his freedoms?
Right? So he gets to stay inside for a
Did you
week.
not
He's
know
not gonna
he's
like me.
Did you not know he's a libertarian?
I was just wondering if Mini Girl had abandoned us again. I'm like, that
Left
Mini
us?
BRB was taking a while, and I was starting to get a little concerned, but luckily the Mini BRB wasn't a lengthy one, but it's a 15-minute Mini BRB. I just don't understand
Do
the
you
word
see it off
mini.
in between the trees? Stomping around?
Oh, yeah, I see him. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
So that's
Why'd
an
you call him
abomination.
a him? That's awfully judgmental of you.
How many
Assuming that
legs
they-
does that thing have? That's too many legs.
I
That's
think
like
it's
4
just-
legs.
Yeah, it's 4 legs.
That's too many. Because they're like spider legs. No thanks.
Yeah, they are very spiderish.
That's an abomination.
Can I return it? Do
Yeah,
we have
just
receipts?
go over there and slap a return to sender on it, and it'll be fine. While
That
you
should
do
go
that, I'm
over
going to
well.
run the other direction, just for no reason.
no reason.
Just
No
coincidentally.
It really just likes that one little section, eh?
Yeah, it's happy to stomp there, and you know what? I am happy to not interrupt it.
That's entirely
know.
fair.
I'm sure there's a weapon that we can fight it with that.
Well, I mean, like later,
Yeah,
like
but I'm not getting close enough with it to fight it with a sword. Not happening.
but the iron pole weapons might actually be fine. Might give you enough reach. Dang it. I'm out here in the swamp, and I didn't bring my key.
Oh, I'm close enough I can run back and get mine.
Sure. Now, I'm pretty sure we cleared this one, and I just didn't mark it. But I'm gonna hop in just to check.
If it's open, we've probably cleared it.
Yep, it is open, and it is pretty much empty. There's always, like, they will grow back the glowing mushrooms, and the glowing mushrooms are totally worth picking, but
Well,
that's it. That
now
comes
having
back.
said that, remember the burial chambers, enemies came back eventually. Those
Yeah,
some of the enemies. So maybe eventually, someday, that might.
but like either way, like right now, the glowing mushrooms are back. Nothing else is right now, and definitely no iron. So this tomb is cleared. Is that how it works, Milo girl?
That's how my little girl says it worked.
I mean, she said it. I have to believe it. That's how this works. Oh, so yeah, there's another crypt out here.
My little girl says it. It must be true.
Yep, that logic makes complete sense to me. Could you not dodge my attacks? You.
Nah.
Oh well, if I'm gonna be poisoned, you're gonna regret that. If I'm already poisoned, there's no reason to not just stand there and poke you full of holes.
Doesn't seem like a very polite thing to do.
I mean, poisoning someone is also relatively impolite.
I guess that's a good. These deer keep running into my arms. I've a couple
Yeah.
of hides off of them.
The first deer I encountered in this game very much just like ran straight into me, and I just like stabbed it and went, okay. I don't have a problem with this, so thank you, I guess.
I think there's nothing worse than you're in the swamps, you're by yourself, obviously, and you hear the faintly squeal of a boar dying.
I mean, usually it's
And,
just a
like,
case of
there's
things are
meadows right
fighting
there,
fighting
but
the boars in the meadows. If you guys could just bugger off,
not.
that would be great. I'm just trying to kill the body pile. Nope. There. Man, the difference being well fed makes.
Yeah, that does make a difference.
Because there's no way I would have taken out that body pile and all of that. Alright. Adventure awaits! I never promise it's good adventure, just so we're clear on
It's
that.
just adventure. You've met me, you think I can't make my own bad decisions.
Man, we really can't turn left in this one.
Huh. Well,
I'm like, this time we're turning left. No. No, we're not. That is not an option. I get the feeling this might be a very quick tomb.
little short tomb.
Not necessarily though. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is gonna be a quick little tomb. It is not. It like only has one path, but that one path keeps on going. Oh, definitely a short one. This is the end of the tomb.
Oh, jeez.
Just 2 iron piles and a little bit of
Rude.
treasure.
There is one like right around the corner though.
Sorry, there's one. Where?
I thought there was a tomb right over.
Oh yeah, there's 2 more tombs really nearby.
Yeah, sorry.
So there are more tombs as options, but yeah, this tomb was. This was a micro mini tomb. It's so quick it wasn't even worth setting up a fire inside. Alright, so that tomb is
Over there?
cleared. Yeah, so that tomb is the next one, but I'm actually going to detour and go a bit past it. Off to the side here, because there is a body pile. Maybe I won't go to it, because I kind of lost where the body pile was. Oh no, right there it is. Excellent. Let my stamina come up. See, I destroyed one of... of course there is.
Ooze.
No, there's evil bone pile and body pile. Oh, I think you picked up my spear.
Ooh, yes, I think I did.
That's gonna be a problem.
I'm getting smacked, so it's kind of hard to.
Get out of there if you can.
My screen's frozen on me. Nope,
Yep,
I'm dead.
You are surrounded by too many things. There it is. I have my spear back.
What? I guess I'm dead too. Okay. Not a problem. Level 12. 12 or 13? I got a really good charge on my mini battery, Milo girl.
Night, Milo.
Yep, have a good night.
Time to get a full charge. I'll get a good charge and have fun tomorrow. Good night.
Say what? Have fun tomorrow. That was never in the script.
I'm sure it is.
So you're not supposed to have fun.
I disagree.
Fun's illegal.
Okay, well that got tense, but the pile of that's back to being tense. Just gonna stand here and heal for a bit. Because things are mean.
How dare they be mean?
I know. And I have to believe that at the very least Malagirls chastise them all for being mean.
Stop being bad mini meanies.
Okay. Either way. The problem has finally been cleared away, so we have that going for us. We have new problems, but those are different problems, and therefore I'm ignoring them.
As you should. I ignore many, many problems.
There was a wraith just flying in the distance, but the way it like kind of moved between the trees, there was this brief second where I thought it was like the head of something like a bigger monster, and I'm like, what is that? And then it ended up not to be a real problem. I like not real problems.
I'm not going to survive this poisoning, am I?
Poisoning is a pretty
Oh,
strong.
11. That is ridiculous. It was so close. Try I'm hanging out with Hollow for a second.
Don't mind the oozes that are over here. They're friendly.
Yeah, right.
I've heard that about them.
Okay. Things are dead, which is how we like them. Well, that was yeah, that was an adventure. But at least this area is now safe. But yeah, the next tomb was back over here. I want to go inside and do I have what it takes to set up a fire? No, I am missing all of the ingredients of making a fire.
Do you need 5 rocks or 4 rocks?
5 rocks.
I'm missing 1 rock.
I do not have one rock.
I have no rocks.
Same.
Yeah, Billy, this is Valheim, like Jess said. Since James is not answering, Jess and I will answer you.
I mean, Jess was doing such a good job, I thought it would be rude to to interrupt.
Such an impolite host.
I'm the terrible host. Absolutely just awful. In fact, you should probably replace me.
Well, no one there to kill us right away.
Okay, I have 4 stones.
Okay,
I don't have any wood. Do people?
I have wood.
Okay.
I literally just needed 1 stone.
I'm just gonna throw the stone at you, or the stone at you.
Yeah.
Or yeah, okay. No, that worked. I'm like, that didn't work. It was delayed, but it did work. Alright, I'm just gonna sit down in the swamp muck here. That's how you relax. This is the best way to rest. Absolutely the best way to rest.
Nothing here to the left.
Appreciate it. I was like, I'm missing something. I'm missing my flashlight.
Yes. I feel rested. Sitting in this dank swamp water, who wouldn't?
I'm rested because I want to leave.
I mean, I feel like I can kind of relate with my Viking. I do not feel rested anymore. It will take some time before I feel rested ever again.
That's been this whole week.
Yeah, but I've managed to do that to myself with only working 3 days this week.
Apparently, my inventory is full.
Seems like you came to the swamp with too much stuff in your inventory then.
Yes, definitely.
Call me if you run into any trouble or anything you need help with.
I appreciate that's not immediately followed by I will laugh at you.
I mean, I might laugh at you. I will also come running and help, but I no promises I won't laugh.
There's definitely more to this. I haven't seen anything horrendous yet, but
Yeah, because I'm just basically hacking down the other way, and I'm pretty
That's
sure
fair.
I'll be fine over here. You can laugh at me if that was turned out to be a lie.
Yeah, call me if you need help. You guys, I'm dead.
like speaking as someone who's gotten too much in their inventory.
Another piece of muddy. Yep, get it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sometimes it's a real fight for that last piece of muddy scrap pile.
Shep is dropping off stuff. Which is more
Yep.
important to me?
Not the resin.
I've got 27 scrap iron.
I have 25. Oh, I'm like, who the heck is shooting at me? Dang it!
Nope, it's Shep.
Yep. Yeah, I was just sitting here and I'm like, I should tell them that there's a good spot here to basically shoot. Gonna go along left here. There's also another Draugr and a blob. A Draugr and his blob. Alright. Juan feels like going gung-ho.
Would help if I had some stamina.
Good shooting. Because I'm like, I'm running low on stamina and this is going to quickly become a problem. And then just Shep shot it dead.
Occasionally Shep is useful.
Mm-hmm.
Only occasionally. I don't want you to get used to it.
It's important. You don't want
There's a
people
lot
to
of
become
scrap
reliant
iron.
on
There's
you.
scrap iron literally laying on the ground here.
Yeah, I can still pick up some more. I am carrying too much. Dang it. Yeah, I'm carrying 35 pieces of scrap iron.
You got 27.
I believe this one goes even further.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to do this as 2 trips.
Yeah, let's
Even
make up
if
for
we
that
drop
tiny.
everything else, we're not going to be able to carry just the iron alone out of here.
This is a good one.
So I am going to vacate the premises.
Me too. Returning.
Are your inventory full there, Shep?
Let's see. Yeah, like
What's
I'm
your
close
weight?
enough. I'm at 347,
Yeah.
so close enough that
And
it's not worth trying to.
350's your max, or
450. I've got the belt.
oh, you still have almost you have 100? No.
Yeah,
So what? Yeah.
yeah, I have another
Uh,
100. Do you want me to go dig it?
I mean, yeah, because that's like 10 more iron. 100, I
That's
think,
fair.
is worth it.
How much is 1 iron?
1 iron is 10.
So I could carry 2
Yeah.
more pieces of iron.
I could carry a half piece
Jess is on her way, she says, so
more. Okay.
that will increase our iron capabilities. Yeah, it's a long run through the marsh.
Yep. As if you look at like the map, if I was convinced that we are like, there's part of me that's tempted to run a road up through the bit of meadows that goes up into the center of the swamp. But we still end up having to run it.
So wait, did we just pick up all the iron?
Yeah.
But
There's
there's still
another-
more iron to mine.
Is there?
Yeah.
So I'm maxed up.
I could take like 2 more pieces, I think.
Cause okay, yeah, so this does dead end.
Right.
There's more behind here.
Yeah.
Not that one? No. The one where I'm standing outside. Look on the map.
Yeah.
Right to us.
The one that Jess is at is the one that was really tiny and short. Yeah, we still got quite a bit more muddy
In there.
scrap iron to.
To the right. Okay.
What a dick. There's a Draugr waiting there with a...
That's rude.
Do you mind?
Sorry, what?
There.
Just pushing me around.
Yep.
Coming back to push me around some more, I see.
Yeah, I've been bullying people all day.
Come on. Dang it. I'm gonna die right here. Yep.
No.
So close. The poison was basically just running out and, well, my health was as well. Hey Michael, welcome back.
I don't have my pickaxe yet.
That's okay. I will... Did you kill the guy? What did you want to pick?
If Jess wants a pick, Jess can take the pick off my body. Or sorry, you can pry it from my cold dead hands. Should probably be pretty easy to do. Alright, time to do the naked and afraid run across the swamp. Yeah, still the abomination, just hanging out in his place.
Well, I cannot carry that.
Just can.
You guys have to let me know, but I can't always see it.
Jess, I'm gonna throw another one at you.
I think that's all of it.
Part of me is like, this is the point where she just look through hollow stuff and go, eh.
Yeah, I could use that. That looks nice. That's an upgrade for me right there.
There were a couple jokes made on Thursday about how you can acquire a second blade if you just wait around long enough.
Yep.
Also, I understand that people were moving through to leave, but it actually really annoys me that they knocked that blade into the Eric.
Yep.
And didn't want to promptly move it out again.
Yep.
But maybe that's just me being grumbly.
I mean, it's a valid complaint.
It seemed just rude.
I am headed back to
I am
camp.
Burning Man. Okay, where did I die? Not here. There's my body. Let's put all the things back on. Someone obviously looted my corpse of valuables because I...
Like some iron.
I have nothing.
Wait, what? What is going on? Why is my maximum weight 600?
You get
What?
Your corpse run?
Oh, yeah, you get more weight for your
right, right. Yeah, that was a mic. What do I need to do to get this?
Yeah, I need to die
Just
more.
die a lot.
Just continuously die. Bring back so much more loot. Like, it would legit be handy to be able to just, like, carry 600 rather than 450. Like, even if you had to lose, like, let's say, okay, no, you can't carry a shield. Like, you have to carry some sort of, like, bag or something in order to do it.
I would sacrifice the shield every do that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be eager to do it while in the middle of a crypt while you're fighting stuff, but to build a hall stuff, yeah. Or realistically, I wish that they gave you some sort of like something that's close to um the cart, but not quite, like a sled instead, so you can drag it easier. Don't need as good quality roads.
Oh, hey, there's a Draugr standing on your walkway.
He's just admiring the craftsmanship.
Yeah, he got up on the walkway and then he got down from the walkway, so you know, good for him.
He gets up and he gets down.
He gets knocked down, he gets back up again. Question is, does he like the liquor drink?
Probably. He is a Draugr.
Where's Abomination? Oh, hi, Draugr. He got down and then apparently tracked you down behind you.
Apparently. It's because I made a joke about him.
What is... It's like the game can't quite decide if you should be above or below the walkway. Yeah, the Abomination is off to the left here.
Oh, yeah.
I love you're like, oh, there's an Abomination. I should go make it angry. Grey Dwarves, do you mind?
Can you just...
Okay, Abomination's angry.
Congratulations, mission accomplished. Well done.
Good job. I
Very
will be
proud of
right
you.
back, since I am no longer in a problematic space. So one of your boars is free. Did you know that?
Maybe.
He's very chillaxed about it. There's still 2 boars in your pen and a couple babies.
Yep.
Hey, Abomination, get away from that walk. Oh, you're over there on that side. I'm trying to draw him toward your mine.
Oh, okay.
Jump into the mine and see what happens.
For the most part, he's probably just not going to go in. And he's just wandered back off. What a nice Abomination.
Get back here.
Good neighborly Abomination. Yeah, Michael, my showers are like 10 minutes long at most. I don't like showers, so the quicker they're over, the better. That said, my bath, like if I take a bath, that can last for a very long time.
I took a 2-hour bath yesterday.
I think it's been a while since I've taken a 2-hour bath, but I've definitely taken, like, hour-long baths are not that uncommon for me.
Are you confused? Abomination is...
He doesn't want to leave this
He's
home.
very committed to his spot.
He is.
He doesn't want to leave. How dare you try to pull him away from his home?
We got his attention finally.
I say, well, I'm proud of you.
Jump in here.
Look it out of here.
Right where he is. I don't know what he's attacking.
Tree? Or the gray door?
So this does work. He will not enter the mine.
Yeah, so you can just pick away at him while he stays angry but not able to get you.
Except now he's running away. Come on. No, don't go for the shed. That's important stuff there.
Yeah,
Let's get back
I would
here.
rather not see the shed destroyed. That'd be
No, get back here.
unfortunate.
No, get back here. Are you going for a frickin' swim? What in the blazes are you doing?
Oh, you should be streaming right now. It's hilarious.
You're just hanging out here now in the water?
So is anyone still in need of a belt or a flashlight?
I don't. I have both. Jess, you have both?
Okay.
I think Chep has both.
Oh no,
Yep.
James.
I have both.
James, how dare you?
You just moved.
Yep.
What? Where are you going, bud?
Sailing away.
Well, yeah, I think you probably don't want to kill him out in the water because then whatever he drops is going to be washed away. So, it'd be a case of letting
Yeah,
him
but he's.
I'm back.
find some way to return to land.
Here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here, buddy. No, not our shed.
He's not aggroing on the shed, he's just kind of walking past it. Go!
Hey,
Where are you going? Dude! Do you mind? It's like
Place to throw a
he's
fit.
like gets stuck on that rock there.
The answer is no, he does not mind.
I think he does mind a lot.
here we go. Come on up, bud. Come on up. Well,
That could have hurt less. Alright.
now stay up here.
So, yeah, quite the terrifying thing when you're sitting here like fighting it in a thunderstorm.
What does he drop again? Anything useful?
Some of the stuff that you can use for making new type of armor. Okay. Well, I guess I will go drop off more loot back at base camp.
Michael, I wouldn't mind buying some acreage. Acreage is expensive though.
I mean, it depends on where you want to buy the acreage.
True.
The places you want to buy acreage is expensive.
I think when I'm monetarily able to, I will talk to a realtor and go, I want this many acres. I want it in a place where neighbors are going to leave me alone. I can park a RV on the yard for 6 months of the year without anybody freaking out.
Yeah. That's the thing, like if you're away from civilization a bit, it very quickly gets to an area where people don't care what you do.
Because the
It's
people that are out there want the same thing from
yeah,
you.
exactly. They want
But
you to leave them alone, so in turn, they're gonna leave you alone. All right. Yes, before I leave, repair my equipment. So let's check up on my, yeah, looks like my farm is ready to get reseeded. Wait, there, oh, you better not have. Are you kidding me? A Grey Dwarf Shaman got into my boar pen.
Are there any boars left?
No.
Nope. No, there's not.
What a rude thing.
Yep. I don't know
How's
how
this
he got in.
happening?
I don't know. That's the, because I saw there was a Grey Dwarf near the top, but he was like badly damaged, so I don't know how that happened. But this one spawned, or this one somehow found a way into the pen.
Are they falling
So
off from the top of the garden?
maybe if they're getting there, but also the thing is like, are they finding some way to spawn in here, or are they finding a way in?
Would that
And
could
I don't
spawn
know.
Yeah. Build
at least one
a fence around there, a little higher, around the garden.
Yeah. Yeah.
feel level here.
Hmm?
I would not have this level.
Yeah, from the garden to the pigs. Let's not have that level. Because somehow they're getting in there. That would at least reduce risk.
Yep. I mean, for now, I'm just going to leave this as is, and
Yeah, because there's no boars.
there's no boars. But yeah, I'm going to reconfigure walls. Actually, you know what? It probably is. There's no, they're probably spawning in here because there's no, workbenches to keep them from spawning.
Mmm.
I think workbenches are kind of the things can't spawn within the radius of the workbench. So I should have workbenches out along the edge of the walls.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Well, time to keep an eye out
No
for a
bacon.
two-star boar again.
Yeah, I wouldn't want desert land. I would want forest land.
Yeah, definitely the sort of land we've got around here would be great. As long as it's not too mountainous.
Yeah, I don't want straight cliff face. Yeah.
Man, it'd be really awesome to build a house between cliffs.
Castle.
I mean,
Yeah, I'd be a fan of castle.
that's the yard, like basically the acreage that we live attached to. I would love to build a castle out in one of the meadows. It'd just be so amazing.
So if I ever have the money to build my own building, own house, I will invite everyone here to come and visit. Try to find all the secret rooms. I'm gonna have useless secret rooms in my house. From outside, it'll look like a two-story building, but inside there's no stairs going up. Make it a bit like an escape room. Got to solve the problem, or you have to solve the puzzle to get into the washroom. Sorry, people, you got to figure it out. You're on a timeline. How bad do you need to pee?
We bring new people over to your house and we're like, so, this is the last chance you're gonna get to pee. And they're like, what are you talking about?
I mean, the option of peeing is always there.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you want to hide the bathroom on me, that stops sounding like a me problem. Suddenly, like, boots in the foyer starts seeming like a viable option.
It's only 6 million? That's pretty affordable for how many acres it is. Where is that?
Somewhere in Penticton.
Penticton area?
That's near the bluffs.
Okay.
How much acreage?
138 acres is basically $7 million.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing commune?
I mean, the thing is you got to get a commune of people who can collectively afford
$7 million.
$7 million.
Yeah.
Because I can contribute everything I have towards it. It's not completely insignificant, but it's really not the core of the amount needed.
This is both great and horrible because Waffles has decided to show all his affection right now, and I'm like, well, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Well,
I am not able to be functionally useful, but also what a lovely cuddly cat.
I brought this up earlier in the morning. 1,000,000 seconds. How long is that?
A million seconds, isn't it like something like, I want to say a half hour, but I think it's actually like a couple hours. Like
It's
3
11
hours?
days, actually.
Oh, 11 days? A million seconds is 11 days.
A million
Okay,
seconds is 11 days. People can't differentiate the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire.
yeah. Meanwhile, billion is...
A billionaire is 37 years.
Yeah.
11 days versus 37 years. 37.7 years. So, if you're a billionaire, you're like ungodly wealthy. That's like, and
Yeah,
these
just,
people have
like, how could you
billions of
even
dollars.
use that money at a
Like-
billion? Like, at a billion, what do you even do with it?
That's why you have these billionaires that do all these weird, kooky Elon Musk type of crap. Because they pretty much are gods.
And that's so like because that's what 1,000 seconds is a half hour. 1,000,000 is 11 days. 1,000,000,000 is what was it? How many years? 37 years.
37.7 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You buy governments with that kind of money.
I mean, kind of, but still not even quite, because even
Exactly.
small governments are still worth billions to trillions.
That's why like people like Elon have such a hissy fit when they can't get things their way, because the government is not quite purchasable like they thought it was.
Yeah.
They bought the local government, but not the federal government.
Because that's like I'm trying to think. The U.S. military budget is, I think it is between. So the U.S. Basically the entire U.S. defense budget is essentially $1 trillion.
1 trillion. And how many
Like it is,
years is that?
because that's just like the U.S. military is 700 billion, but the entire defense budget all put together is 1 billion.
That is 31,000 years.
Yeah.
It makes middle class look like low income.
Yep.
I mean, makes millionaires look like low income.
Yep.
And that's how that's how billionaires think about millionaires.
Yep. Like to a millionaire is like closer to broke than to them.
Yes, that's
Like
that's low income.
unless you are like 500 million, you're not like you don't have money. Like basically the way like you basically walk in and look at like a kid who's just graduated high school and is working like flipping burgers. That's the way a billionaire looks to a millionaire.
Looks at a millionaire, yeah. It's such a crazy amount of money that it's hard to even imagine that amount of money.
I mean, Michael, to a billionaire, millionaires are like super broke people. People who aren't even millionaires are basically equivalent to like the homeless, the people who have absolutely nothing.
We're like homeless.
Yeah.
To a billionaire.
And effectively to someone who like, and that's one thing, like even like getting back out of billionaires, to the people who make a lot of the rules, like people in Congress, anyone who doesn't own their home just, hasn't established themselves or is lazy and it doesn't want to work sort of category.
Yeah.
These are the people who just, they're not trying.
You just have to try not to be poor.
Yeah. Well, have you tried not being poor?
Oh, is that what I'm doing wrong?
Yeah, you have to try not to be poor.
And that's something, there are people who grew up rich. Basically, they got a small $1 million loan from their dad, and they cannot fathom the idea that you just can't just make it work.
Because when he said had a small $1 million loan from his dad, it's like, you're such a dumbass. To that person, that really is a small loan. Yeah. That's like, hey, mom, pop, can I borrow $100? That's what borrowing $1 million to them is. It's insignificant.
Yep.
And I think when you're that rich, you have no actual idea of what the real world is like anymore.
Nope. Because the real world is a completely different place to you than it is for someone who grew up with nothing.
What's that?
They're gonna call it.
Yeah, I'm just putting all my stuff away and then calling. I brought all the iron over that I'm gathered. So there's a whole bunch of iron cooking in the
Cool.
outside there.
That's not what I meant to press. Dang it.
Where are we putting chains?
It's in the chest next to the smelted iron inside by the fort.
Okay. I have put all my stuff away. Should really consider more arrows, but I see we don't have any feathers, so...
Oh, there were 50 feathers, but
there's 42, but that you need a lot of feathers.
yeah. I can start shooting some things.
I'll have to do that next time. Make a bunch of freaking arrows. But I'm going to do that another time because I still have to do budget, upload a bunch of videos, all that fun stuff. Yeah, Michael, I think you're right about that. Being rich and powerful is, well, it's a mixed bag. It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's not just, wouldn't it be great to be rich? You would
It's funny
also
because as a
be
kid, I was
completely
like, yeah, I
out
want
of
to be rich. And now as an adult, I'm like, I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm to the point where I want to actually be less comfortable than I am. I am to the point where I'm like, I wonder how I could reduce my bills. Just reduce my bills. I need less to be happy because I don't need much to be happy. Because by reducing your bills, you're really giving yourself a raise. So
Yep.
I mean, that's fair.
What crap do I not need? I don't need cable TV. Get rid of that. I don't need this subscription. Get rid of that. All those bills are like, every single bill you got rid of is a payday raise or is a pay raise, right? So
I'm just trying to figure out how I can afford more swords. That's where I'm at.
more sword.
Yeah, you missed the bad advice I got.
What was the bad advice you got?
Oh no, James knows the bad advice. So my sword is very fancy because I spent a lot of time looking it over and spent a lot of money on it. And it was suggested today by James that I should reach out to the person who made my sword and get them to make me a dagger of equal fanciness. So now this is my life goal.
And equal fanciness dagger is going to cost you how much?
Don't know
I
yet.
don't know.
It's probably not going to be cheap.
Not cheap.
I can pretty confidently guarantee not cheap.
Not cheap.
Not cheap.
Oh, before I bail out, James, are you going to Belize this?
I will find out shortly.
As in, like, Monday?
I mean, whenever the office opens up. And whenever they get back to us. Because either we'll be joining you or we won't.
Cool. Once you know, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, the wall turns here. It's not a problem.
Michael, I have never, ever seen the Kardashians. I have heard of them, and I know who they are, and reality show.
Yeah. Man,
but
do I
have never seen the show.
Yeah, man, do I have zero desire to ever actually know who the Kardashians really are. Like, I vaguely know who they are.
But the Kardashians are not rich, are they?
I mean, they're rich by our standards.
But not like billion.
I
They're
don't
like
think they're. I
millionaires.
don't think they're billionaires. I think they're millionaires. I think they're typical Hollywood rich. They're famous for absolutely no reason, as far as I can tell. I mean, I guess to some extent that's not true. They're famous because they figured out how to. Like, they're famous the same way that like YouTube celebrities are.
So Kris Jenner, the mom, is worth $170 million according to Google.
Yep.
So they're
Yeah, that range.
fairly rich. Yeah.
Like that's the thing. They are rich, but they're like more of your typical Hollywood rich.
Yeah, they're Hollywood rich.
Not the people where it's like, oh, they're like, yeah, they're so rich that they could just do whatever they want without any care about money, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, so actual Kim Kardashian is worth 1.8 or 1. Oh, Kim's current net worth is 1.8 billion dollars.
Okay, so Kim Kardashian
according to Forbes, yeah.
is legitimately rich then.
Yeah, then yeah, that's a billion. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, that's filthy rich. Never mind, they're filthy.
Yep.
At least Kim is.
I mean, if you say you're not missing much. They're annoying. That is precisely from what little bit I got about what the Kardashians are about. I'm like, I have zero interest in knowing anything more about these people. They just don't seem like they are worth knowing more about.
I mean, if you get entertainment from that stuff, all the power to you. I don't mind it, but I have no interest. Like you got to find the things that make you happy in life and make you smile, and if you enjoy it, then by all means go and enjoy it and make. Like, I have no problem with that. I have no.
So I refuse to believe that things like the Kardashians makes anyone's day better, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think sometimes like silly drama that you're not involved in.
Yeah.
Like, because 9% of what I know of them is just drama.
Yep.
So it's like a reality TV show, but it's like dramatized type of thing.
Well, it's just every time
I would
the name
assume
comes
so.
up,
I'm not
like
sure,
they have
honestly.
done something outrageous. So that's kind of where like I associate with them as like, hey, I decided to wear this very vintage special dress and it has been wrecked because my hips are bigger than Marilyn Monroe's.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Sorry, I have not heard any.
You're not missing anything.
No.
Okay with that.
Yep.
Never seen the show.
Just
don't care.
Stupid rich people doing stupid rich people things.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When we cut our cable and got rid of our cable, no TV, very little social media, things that got me up in arms and cared about things and go, I care about this political. I just don't give a shit anymore. No
Yeah.
stress, no worries. When it comes to that drama shit, ignorance is bliss, and it really is. I'm like, don't care. It doesn't affect my life, and it never will affect my life. Don't give a shit.
Even some stuff that does affect your life, can you do anything about it?
Can you do
If
anything
not,
to change it?
then why
why
are
the
you
hell do
worrying
we
about
care?
it?
Yep. And that's happening in a different country, far away, and I can't do anything about it. Why would I care?
Well, it's one of those things where, am I going to kind of pay a bit of attention to it? Sure. Am I going to
And-
really let my day revolve around this? No.
And
This
yes,
doesn't
it's
help me.
absolutely terrible when things like that things happen where people start dying because of the bullshit politics and stuff or
Yep.
whatever. That's not cool, but
Yeah.
that's a terrible thing. But why?
Can you do anything about it? Is there
Yeah.
anything that is you paying attention to it going to be able to help anywhere. If not, then why are you going to basically take all your time and pay
And
attention to it?
and if there's somewhere where I can help somebody and it's within my means, why not help? But
Yep.
why build yourself? Just get rid of TV.
And the
You're
whole
gonna
thing
be a
is,
much happier person if you get rid of TV.
like, if you're in a situation where yes, okay, you can help, awesome, do that. But it's a case of a lot of times it's like you're in a situation where you can't actually help. You can like, or no, not necessarily that you can't help. It's that you're really looking to try to help people far away from your situation, while you can just reach out and help people right where you are.
Yeah. And often the stuff far away is so manipulated you don't actually know what
Yeah.
the true story is, right? So do I trust giving, helping in that situation? Not
Yeah.
until I educate myself. We donated our TV to charity.
We still have a TV. It honestly works
Yeah,
as
it's a
another
monitor.
computer monitor.
Yeah. It, that's what our TV was for a long time. It was a monitor, and then it's like, nope, don't need it anymore. I have 2 monitors. Jess has 2 monitors.
Yeah, we have
Jess
two.
has much better monitors than me because hers died and she's upgraded to a really nice monitor, so I'm a bit jealous, but
Yeah, I really want to upgrade to curved monitors,
she's got a vertical monitor.
like one
Set
that's
up,
built specifically to be vertical.
yeah, it's designed to be vertical, and basically she can set up 3 windows in it, and it treats it like 3 separate monitors.
Okay.
So, and it can rotate very easily to be a horizontal monitor. It is specially designed to be a vertical.
Yeah. So I've used one of my regular monitors as a vertical monitor for when I was doing reading a bunch of
Yeah,
PDFs, and that was what I needed to do with it.
the,
But
the mount the mount came with it in vertical position. It's the reason why we bought it was designed to be in vertical position, but it has the ability to be horizontal. But any monitor can go vertical, but usually you need special stands and stuff to set that up.
yeah,
And it was on crazy sale because Jess's monitor died. I'm like, I'm gonna go walk into Staples, just kind of get a feel what's out there before ordering it online. Walk in, walk back out with a new monitor, and I'm like, Jess, I was gonna buy you this monitor, but forget that. Here's this one that's much nicer.
yeah,
Because I was in there looking at it, and I'm like, okay, let's Google it and do a little research. Oh, you know what? This is the cheapest price anywhere, much cheaper than anywhere online. I'm like, okay, guess I'm walking out with a new monitor.
yeah. All right.
Sometimes you luck out. Same
Yeah.
with we were in Best Buy. Like, I'm gonna buy some new Raycon earbuds. Walk into Best Buy. I'm like, let's look at some other name brands, see what else there's out there. Maybe I can get something better quality. Raycon's not the quality. Jess, looking at a couple, I'm like, I might buy these here. And then Jess goes, hey, they have Raycon here. And I went and looked, and it's like half price on clearance sale for Boxing Day. Okay, guess I'm getting new Raycons. Half price? I guess so.
So if I get eaten by a sea serpent, it was because I made bad choices.
Oh, you're
Okay.
sailing.
I am not sailing.
Oh, that sounds like a bad choice if you were.
You
Yep.
are swimming to an island that is very far out there.
Yep.
Good luck.
Doing the math. 30, 25, 20. We're gonna make it. 10, 5. Nope, dead.
Oh no.
These are really close.
All right, I guess I should.
Or
better
honestly
bail out.
spend the night in the swamp.
Okay. James, I forgot to come over today to pick up a package.
Yes, you did. You also owe you owe Crafting Spirit money.
No, I don't.
You
We had
paid
a
Crafting
discussion.
Spirit? Okay.
No. It never got charged to Crafting Spirit's card.
Oh. What did it get charged to?
It failed because they signed my name credit card information to my name, and it didn't work.
Uh-huh.
So I got phone calls after.
Interesting. That seems like
So
something that they may have botched up if they're
so I
like,
made the call to Crafting Spirit and go, hey, did you get charged? Because I got a phone call stating, hey, we delivered a package. The credit card didn't go through. We need your credit card. I'm like, dude, FedEx calling me on the phone. I'm not fucking giving you shit over the phone. Thank
Yep.
you very much. And they're like, no problem, no problem.
yeah,
So I asked them questions that only a legitimate FedEx would have known the answer to.
yeah,
Like, so when did this get delivered? Who signed for it? And stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so this is legit, but I'm like, I'm still not giving you my fucking credit card over the phone. So I just go, is there other options? She just goes, yeah, you can just go onto our website and pay it online. Just need the tracking number. I'm like, okay, we'll do that. Thank you. So then I called Crafting Spirit and go, hey, could you check your your account to see if you actually got charged for? Because I'm not paying for it twice.
yep.
The Crafting Spirit checked and it's like, it appears I haven't gotten charged for it. Okay, I'll go pay for it then.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So I also told Crafting Spirit if Ellison does show up, we get charged twice for it. I will deal with it. I'll let me know and then I will.
Yeah.
But we should be okay. I hate when you order shit.
Yeah.
And it shows up, and now you owe them for duties and crap. It's like, surprise! Well, let me know about this ahead of time. I'm still buying it.
Yep.
Just let me know that, hey, by the way, there's going to be $17 a duty on this when it shows up at your door. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Now I can be prepared to pay for that.
Yep. Exactly.
Not surprised. We want
It's
the credit card information when you're coming out. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not that it's a big deal. I just would like to be able to deal with this beforehand. That'd be great. Yep, I agree with you fully.
So it seems to be taken care of. I just have to go pick it up.
Yep.
It's pretty cool that what I ordered. You should rip it open.
I mean, that seems like that's illegal.
It came to your address.
Oh, are you kidding me? There's another Grey Dwarf Shaman in our...
With a workbench up.
Yeah. Mind you, the workbench covers not a ton of space, so it could have spawned...
So make sure workbenches cover up the whole pig... Like,
I mean, so I'm going to be putting them basically intermittently through the walls. Like
inside
they're going to
the
be
wall.
built in
So
the
they're
walls.
Invincible, yeah. Workbench inside the double layer wall. That's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
The only thing I need to do with this beefy wall I'm building, I'm just going to need to build stairs to get to the top of it.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet looking wall.
Because I wasn't planning on going this beefy with the wall.
But all your pigs got killed.
But all my pigs got killed, and we're not doing that. Like, I don't like going hunting for new 2-star boars.
Okay, anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Milo Girl's gone already.
Yep.
I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. And
I should, as long as I wake up tomorrow at all. Because I kind of like the idea of not. It's been a long week.
I'll be doing laundry. I'll be doing laundry during that time, but...
Yeah. But I should be around tomorrow morning, so I'll stop by and chat.
I do always find it interesting when people start pushing me and it's like, hey, playing this game and stuff like that. Hey, you guys realize I only play video games while I am live streaming. This is the only gaming I do. It's like, I do no other gaming because I worked 65 hours last week.
Yeah.
I work a lot of hours. I don't have time to game, so when people ask me about gaming and stuff, I'm like, the only gaming I've done is with you guys. So if you guys didn't watch me game it, I didn't game it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, how dare, sir?
I know. Need to play more.
Yep, I agree. I mean, I'd be very happy to spend my entire day gaming.
If I could make a living off of it, I would do more of it. I intend to make more living off of more gaming, more YouTubing eventually, but I'm not there right now.
Yep. Well, and that's for me with the fact that I'm putting a bunch of time and effort into things that have the potential to make money, but not enough money to really be self-sustaining easily
Yeah.
for quite some time. That's where it'd be kind of nice to be established in one of like
Oops.
these things, but at the same time, it's hard to get there on any of them.
And I want our YouTube channel to grow very slowly.
Yep.
I don't want to be, because Mr. Beast did a call out on, I think, 4 channels a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
and got them millions of, not, I don't know if millions, but thousands and thousands of subscribers.
Yep.
You know what any of those YouTubers are doing now?
Probably not YouTube.
Not YouTube, because Mr. Beast has a certain following, had a call out, and everybody went and subscribed to these people. And as I started watching these people's content, these channels are now famous and they're monetized and all of this. They make a lot of money right off the bat, and everybody that joined go, oh, yeah, not my style of YouTube. You don't want to grow your channel fast. You want to do the grinding slog to get.
Well, like the entire thing is like that would still be one of those things. Like if that happened, that you could still turn that into something good. But really, what
Yes.
you're doing is make the money right there, and then burn that YouTube channel to the ground and build a new one. Because what that was
Or
going to
just-
have built you isn't.
Or
Like
just
I
keep
mean, you
doing
can.
what you're doing,
Yeah,
and
I mean, yeah, that's
just
also true.
don't let it get to your head, and just go, okay, my real subscriber count is still 2,000, not 50,000
Yeah,
or 100.
Basically, in a year,
500,000.
whatever you have then is what your real
Yep.
subscriber count is,
Yep.
not what shows up. Sir, do you quarrel?
Like people
Yes.
that are win lottery tickets.
Yeah, that's the thing. You win the lottery ticket, put that money away and don't touch it. Because it is so easy to spend more money than you have.
Okay, I am really out of here. Good night.
I've heard that line before.
Right.
Have a good night.
Fuck that shit. You can cuss on YouTube.
Yes, you can. YouTube doesn't super appreciate it, but
Oh, they're not gonna
things
pay
like
you for it, but
well, they're not going to pay you for it, but like basically saying fuck is not the end of it. It's more so they're really looking out for things that are really offensive. Things that make
hate speech, etc.
advertisers nervous. And fuck does not make advertisers nervous anymore.
Well, golly gee willikers.
So I find that offensive.
You should.
Well, it's good because I did.
We've actually had a whole conversation because, like, to me, heck is a very silly word. And
I
then one of
mean,
my coworkers was like, heck is actually, like, worse than saying hell. And I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, yep. I agree. But it's also still silly.
It's a really silly word. I love it. And it's one of the few words that does not trigger my manager's swearing Twitch factor.
Which is why you should not use it.
I mean, Sugar Cookie nearly made her Twitch. Except for she couldn't find a
I love
reason
that.
to... Right? It was because she was standing next to me and I was like, ah, Sugar Cookie. And she's just like, we all know what you meant. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't do nothing about it.
Well, that's the entire thing. You all know what I meant, which meant the communication was clear. You're welcome.
Ooh, I think I found another tomb. However, I am naked and afraid.
Just crank up the naked,
So-
crank down the afraid.
I can't crank. Well,
Get out of the boxers and
right?
get
Do a little wiggle.
basically. If you run in there completely naked, there's a good chance the monster's gonna be like, I don't know who this is, but
Oh no. Oh no. I found abomination.
this doesn't sound like a problem.
Nope, I'm just gonna go to my little eye. Oh shit.
Go to your happy place.
Everything's happy if you try hard enough. Oof, that hurt. I'm probably gonna die again.
This sounds like the Adventures of
They're
Chef.
hitting me too hard to like get to the island. I had enough stamina, but I don't know if I have the health to do it. There's a rock. I'm gonna try and head there. Yeah, no, I'm not making that either. I might have,
In another life.
right? Actually, I think the abomination was following me.
Alright. So maybe you don't have the required materials. You ever think about that game? But they had indeed not thought about that. Okay, I'm gonna AFK for a moment. I'll be back.
Yep.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Now, how... I wonder how far I'm going to get with my stone project. Because I am definitely very quickly burning through my piles of stone. Alright, now... Alright, excellent, that works. Yeah, so it's kind of amusing for today's trip. The other two passengers, they paid me basically $5 in for gas money, and I'm pretty sure that the comment about watching the gas go up being painful was one of the things where basically he was feeling bad about the fact that the gas money he'd given me is not a lot when you compare it to what the vehicle actually uses. But it's also one of those
Fair.
things like I'm going
I mean,
anyway.
what does
Like, don't
Armstrong take? Like, is that half a tank?
pretty close to. Basically 2
So,
hours
like,
of
doing the math, that's... Yeah, that would be about one person if they added a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, it's like the trip will have cost me about $50 in gas.
well, that's what I
It's
figured. And you
yeah.
took 4 people, so if everyone paid like $12.50, is that the math?
Yes, I think
Yeah,
that
it is. Look
is
at me.
exactly how that works. Yes.
Hashtag I worked in accounting. Not quite, but
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's one of those things where but it's like I appreciate the help. I don't like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, that wasn't a lot. It's like it doesn't matter.
I
If
mean,
they
it
get
was
if
very
they
kind of them
yeah.
to offer.
Well,
Like,
the
I
whole thing like
guess
if they didn't give anything, that would have been fine. So it's one of those things. But just the little bit of pain, I'm like, yep, just don't worry about it. I just did find it amusing though. Watching that number is painful. It's like, it is. It gives me pain too.
you are not wrong.
The Juan cusses a lot. I don't know. Juan cusses very little or a lot, depending on whether he wants to cuss or not. I feel like Juan is very,
Yeah,
very
I
much
think
in
that's
control of how
actually
much he cusses.
accurate.
But basically, so I think me and Juan
Because
have
there's
very,
nights where I don't hear one cuss at all, and then there's
yep,
nights where I'm like, ah, it is that night.
yep. Because I think me and Juan are very similar in our idea that basically words don't hurt people. Intention, basically like meanings do. So rather than sit there and be really careful about what you like, what words you say, be careful on how the words you say affect people. I can do more damage with without saying a single swear word, just depending on the words I say, than if I sit there and I swear the entire night through. And I'd rather pick words that don't hurt people needlessly, rather than go, well, I didn't swear, so if someone was offended, that's their problem.
Yeah, that tracks for me. Like, that's why sometimes when I feel my temper fraying, I will just be quiet. Because when you are angry is the time where you can pick some choice sentences that could really be hurtful.
Yeah.
I like to think I have a pretty good rein on that, but every once in a while you deal with someone and you're like, oh, I really just want to tell you to go.
Yep. Yeah, there are times where you're just I want to make sure that you very clearly understand how done I am with you.
Yeah.
May not be the best choice, but boy do I want to. I mean, I would say the way I've just described him, yes, that is the way he is in real life, where I will basically we'll be hanging out on the weekend and he will not swear the entire weekend. Where then at another time he's gonna swear. Although I feel like as a general rule of thumb, Juan swears less than I do. I'm not
Yeah.
sure that I'm right on that. But also, I do think that Juan does swear less than I do.
I think Juan swears feel more intentional.
Yeah, basically, yeah,
You are not
I
a
do swear
super
more
casual
casually.
swearer. Like,
Yeah,
I can be a super casual swearer, but my brother's also a welder, so sometimes we just go off and welder talk. And I feel like you're not quite at that level,
I mean, I'm a
but
mechanic. I
well, this
can
is the thing. You're a tradesperson, like
I can
power
lace
words
my
or
yeah, I can lace my words with the appropriate level of expletives.
I get really annoyed at work that I'm not allowed to use power words because sometimes things are broken and you just need to tell them though.
Yep, that's how I got my project done. Power word fuck.
Pretty much.
When you need metal to move and it doesn't want to, it's time to yell at it.
There was definitely kind of a joke about all the different various projects that Murdoch has. And I was like, yeah, and you have that buckler class.
Yep. It's always so much to do. And no way to actually do all of it.
That is true.
Or at least it sure doesn't seem like there's actually a way to do all of it.
Alistair was definitely asking about buckler class.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I was like, because I think he was like, yeah, it will be at your place. And I was like, maybe, or it might be here at the community center because we have it.
Yep. That's the whole thing of like it's going to be a lot of what do we actually need from it kind of depends on where we can put it.
What's the thing? Like, if it's like 2 or 3 people, because like the shop right now is not habitable.
Yep.
But if I fix the ceiling, it will be, you know?
Well, and that's the thing
And if it's 2 or 3 people, they'll fit. Otherwise,
well, and the whole thing of it's if it's basically the people that we know and love and trust. Cool.
Yeah.
If suddenly you have people who want to make a buckler and you're like, you're not really in my yes, this is the safe group, then it's like, this is different. This is not people I want at my physical house. Like, if a certain person whose name is to do with wolves was like, hey, I would like to do the thing, it'd be like, yeah, okay, cool. We don't know him super
oh,
well,
heck yeah.
but it'd be like, yes, good people. Totally allowed.
Even
If
Viking, whose name I can't quite remember because it's a lot of O's.
mm,
Blonde gentleman who was there today, the younger guy and the kind of pinky thing with the dragon. He's really sweet.
blonde. Oh,
Yeah, the one that was out at Adrian, I think.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Started with a Y.
yeah. He's good people.
Something not far off of Yogi Bear.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's like Augie or
Yeah,
Yogi
something
or
like that. It is.
something.
Yeah. But anyway,
But the little I've dealt with him, good people.
but either way, where I was going with that was, however, if a certain person who is named after a angel, a biblical angel, nope, nope, bad, bad juju.
Yeah.
Don't want to go with it. Not, I would not feel comfortable moving forward with that idea. So that's the thing. It's just who. Sometimes it just comes down to, all right, who's involved, who's doing what.
Well, the thing is, like, obviously, this class will be something I'm pretty sure we're going to insist you prepay for. Because I'm not making you a buckler if you're not going to show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and it also depends a bit on like basically what is the Shire willing to put in.
Yeah.
But basically, you're not. There's absolutely no point where you should be on the hook for anything. That is just
Because that's
not
the
how
thing.
that.
Like, the
That's not how
discussion
that
was
should work.
no. The discussion was when we realized there'd be more people. Was we pre-make and then have people
Yep.
come up. I know Murdoch suggested it could be up at his place.
Yep.
Depending on people too. And I
Yep.
was like, I'm more than happy to help pre-make stuff. Like,
Which fuse do I use for kill switch on truck? Which fuse do you use for kill switch? As in you are installing a kill switch and you want to put a fuse on it? There's math involved in the process of picking the right fuse, and I don't know it off the top of my head. Because I very rarely have to worry about what fuse to put on something, because there's almost always some documentation that says this is the right fuse to use. And I just listen to it. Because figuring out stuff on my own, it sounds a lot like work, and I'm allergic to that. That said, I have also gone to install some electrical and gone, the numbers they gave me don't make sense, and then gone and done my own math and been like, yeah, okay, we're not doing what they suggest. What they suggest is a quick way for a car fire. I'm also, as much as I'm allergic to work, I am more allergic to car fires.
this car is on fire.
I'd mock you for that being terrible, but I mean, it's better than I could do, so.
I do not expect any ridiculous thing that pops into my brain to be actually good. Mildly entertaining, sure.
I mean, mildly interesting. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're going for. That's why I get up in the morning.
Yeah, I was, for all that I was kind of hesitant, I was grateful to have gone out to practice today.
Like, it was one of those where I'm like, I will not regret going, but man, am I going to regret leaving my bed. But that was inevitable.
That was very much.
That's definitely
like,
when...
I didn't...
Yep.
I was about to say, I didn't really fight anybody besides Gustav that I wouldn't have fought anyway.
Yep.
But it was nice to actually have kind of like a group drill again. We haven't done that in a time.
Yeah, so essentially, a kill switch like that shouldn't have a lot of, like, it shouldn't need a lot of power ever going through it, so you should be able to get away with like a relatively small switch. Like or a regular small, relatively small fuse. Like I would imagine that would probably be like a 5 amp fuse. I want to say some of them even use the like 2.5 amp fuses. And realistically, the wire will probably be beefy enough that you could probably get away with like a 12 amp fuse and not ever have a problem. But it does depend on basically what the current flow is versus how much current flow through would actually cause it to melt the wiring. Because I wired a kill switch into my into a car, and what it was is it was a relay, and that relay with a circuit that was powering just that relay, it required something like 1.5 amps, which means I put a 5 amp fuse on it, which was way more than what I needed. And then the gauges of the wires meant that that could have handled around 40 amps before it melted. So there's a huge amount of leeway in how much, like what I needed to put down. So I like it that way. That makes life simple. I don't like having small margins when it comes to safety. For some weird reason. I know this will shock everyone.
I mean, but car fires are so entertaining for everyone else on the road.
I'm not surprised. I really shouldn't be surprised. Maybe I am surprised and I just shouldn't be surprised, but the amount of cars that were kind of wrecked off to the side of the road on our way home today was just one of those where I'm like, this is sad.
It was not good. And, like, don't get me wrong, it snows. We all do silly things.
Yep.
Look at me, filter. And, like, I have slid through a stop sign. I have definitely hit black ice and spun. Like, I have done dumb things. It's Canada,
Yep.
it's winter. But, oh my goodness, people, just slow down.
Yep.
Vice versa, actually, though, last night, like, you drove back from Kelowna last night. It was nice last night.
Yep.
And I was driving along, and there was a person in front of me, and I'm like, it sounds really bad. If there's someone in front of me, like, I'm not always paying attention to my odometer. I am matching with them.
Yep.
So I looked, and I'm like, this is 100, and I'm doing 80. What the heck? And, yeah, they were just drifting along in the slow lane, doing 80, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to pass you.
Yep.
And I don't love that, because, like, me, I gauge. Part of it is because I don't love night driving, so I kind of gauge by headlight, like, backlights, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody is actually going along at 100 and doesn't pay attention for a second, someone's gonna get hurt.
Yep.
And so I'm kind of like, I understand, but like 80 is a little too slow. 90 is as slow as I'd want to go in 100. That is probably entirely true. My car does the room. Actually, speaking of, you just guess what I noticed last night? My check engine light's not on anymore.
Neat.
Right?
Sounds like a self-solved problem.
Right? I noticed that because my window shield fluid stuff needs to be filled, so that was on. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't have a check engine light anymore. Guess the spiders died. So part of that, Michael, is I am dyslexic, and sometimes my brain gives me the almost right word. Odometer and speedometer are almost the same word.
They're very similar words. Yeah, I definitely sometimes run into that issue where I will ask the parts people for a specific part, But it didn't ask for the right specific part. And it turns out that's a problem. I try to double check what I actually write down, because what I mean and what I write down are not always the same.
I feel this on emotional level.
I dare you to hit me again. He lost. He lost the bet.
I am fairly certain that quickly-ish I will be going to bed.
Yep, that is fair. The stream will not be going on for... This will not be a midnight stream. That's for sure. I do not have the midnight stream energy level. I know everyone will be shocked.
I feel that, Michael. I have definitely had that.
Yeah, that's often have a tendency where I will grab, like, if I basically go, okay, I need, like, if I need a key that is tagged 764, there's a half decent chance I will grab a key tagged 746 or something like that. I have a very easy time mixing up what the actual number, like, I know the numbers, I don't remember the order of the numbers that I needed. But that's one of those things where that is a thing that, in some cases, for certain people, that's like a dyslexia thing. For other, like in other cases, it is not dyslexia, and it's simply just a memory
Brain.
order. Because like the human brain is not designed to remember numbers. It's not a thing that's intuitive to the brain. Locations are a thing that are intuitive to the brain to remember. So the people who can remember like serial numbers and like multiple serial numbers, the trick they use is to have like, they don't think of numbers as numbers. They think of them as objects. And then they basically give the objects a location in like a mental space.
I hate those things. I hate those abominations. I hate them so much.
But they're so cuddly.
No, they're not. They're the worst. I hate it. I
It
don't
just
want.
wants to
Please
be
return.
friends.
Uh-huh. I can hear it following me. I don't move that fast.
It's
do they?
following you home. They're not terribly quick. They're relatively easy to outrun.
I still don't want. Oh, that's a body pile. I don't want that either.
Oh, hmm.
Oh, maybe it will attack the body pile for me. That would be convenient.
That would be convenient, which is almost guaranteed
Impossible?
why you
Yeah.
can, like, why you can be almost guaranteed that that's not what's going to happen.
Apparently, I've decided that I'm just punching skeletons today instead of using a sword.
A very logical choice, I think. Very
It is.
logical.
Okay.
Swords are overrated.
So there's another tomb over here. What is standing in it?
Okay, well, the stream has been going for about 3 hours, so I think I am going to wind down the stream.
That's fair.
95% of Texas roads is numbers. I think most places rely on road numbers more than anything else, because numbers are very easy to, like, you don't have to come up with a name when you're designing a road system based off numbers, but it can be people remember roads based off of where they go and whatever however they put the location in their brain. But
Oh yeah, like if I drive somewhere 2-3 times, I can get there reliably
well,
most of the time.
my entire thing, like I won't mix up Highway 97 because Highway 97 becomes a word to me, not a number anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you ask me to remember 7 different roads, which I don't have any reference to, and they all just have different numbers for names, not remembering it, just not going to be a thing.
I like to do like little like we were talking at work about numbers, and there was somebody who was like, "Oh, I can't," and I was like, "I don't remember them as singular numbers. I remember them as like 16, 32, 41.
Yeah.
I can do those. I'm not going to remember that 6 code otherwise.
Okay, Michael, you have a good night. Anyone else who tunes in, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good night, morning, or afternoon, whenever this finds you. And we'll probably talk to you guys in the morning. Take care. Of course, now I can't find the end stream button. There it is.
That's how that works.